We are back. We are back. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl brand new. And honey, I am back in the building. Listen, okay? I am over here sipping my pineapple juice, honey. And it's sure enough good. Now, speaking of sure enough, we got sure enough Miss Wanda. Did I tell y'all that Miss Wanda named all them nasty potatoes? Okay, look at me checking the time, trying to make sure when can I turn up and start clowning. Listen, loaded turkey potato. What the hell is that? The people don't want that. I told y'all, you gotta live your life like the OJs, okay? You got to give the people what they want. And Miss Wanda, don't nobody want them nasty ass potatoes, loaded pork potato. I told y'all she was just sticking whatever she could up in them potatoes. Next thing I'ma see is a baked bean potato, lima bean potato, a chitlin potato, a donut potato, like just doing the most, honey, for the least. Okay? What the hell is a loaded pork potato? I don't want no damn pork up in my potato. Honey, it's a no-no. Who is buying this shiggity? Who buying this? Let me see. Look, who said that? Miss Wanda said that. Take me back to Besma potato. She done misspelled it, child. A mess. I am not surprised. Make sure y'all subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Ooh, child, just spitting everywhere. Spit showers. Okay, going to the car wash. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, car wash girl. What else kind of potato she got? A chicken. Hold up. How about you and Latifa can't speak potato? How about your daughter that signed over all her rights in her marriage potato? How about that? Okay, and speaking of Latifa, honey, I see her crying and whining about being a married single mother. Man, this shiggity is hard. Now, Melody, honey, was over there with 4 kids. Okay, just handling business. Okay, making moves. You supposed to be the new Melody. You supposed to be the new HBIC. Okay, I can't even get the words out. You supposed to be that girl and you can't. And see, that's what happens when you try to compete where you don't compare. That is what happens. You end up stressed out, worked up for no damn reason. You knew you had limitations, Latifa, but you wasn't thinking about that. You thought that copy and paste spirit, honey, would take your ass to the next level. Okay? These monitoring spirits, cause she another one. Destiny a monitoring spirit. Kimmy, Latifa, Ariane, Martell. These are people that copy and paste, want to be all up in your face, all the while trying to take your place. The backstabbers. Okay, sure. I want my job back at Love and Marriage Huntsville potato, Miss Wanda. That's what you need. You need a please. Make one for Carlos. Give him the Luther potato from Set It Off. Shut the fuck up and get back to work, cause y'all don't get no breaks. Y'all don't get no breaks, gal. Not messing with Carlos. I'm trying to see these other potatoes. She didn't put the damn poster down. But yeah, honey, the people are saying that they are Team AL as it stands with Miss Wanda and him going back and forth and back. You know, he claimed he was invited and he was there to support her. She said that he want to film, he want to be on the show. Let's see what the people think. The peoples, honey. Shout out to my dad. The peoples. Let's see what they think. Okay, let Brady let Brady, honey, read these comments, honey. I think that should be another alter ego for me. What y'all think? We got Brady, brand new. We got 715. I got like 9-10 names, honey. Listen. So one person says, Wanda lying. I'm glad she getting it. This is exactly what happened to Kiki. Another person says, Wanda is lying. AL played the audio and showed test messages. Shout out to Latifa. Test. TESS. Just be loud and wrong, honey. Just a mess. Just be quiet. Okay? Just be quiet. Put that tape over your mouth. Don't say shit. No wonder Marceau be over there like, girl, you don't have a right to have an opinion because you ain't gonna do shit but misspell shit and say all the wrong words and make me look bad. Maybe I misinterpreted him all this time trying to keep her from having a voice. Maybe it's for her own protection. Okay? I wish a motherfucker would. Okay, tell me you don't have a right to have an opinion. My damn head, my inner Ike Turner would show the hell out. Shit. Okay, you fuck around, be on the other side of the street fucking with me, nigga. Okay? Tisha, how do you cook for a man like Marceau after he disrespects you? Like, how does that go down? How do you have sex with a man? I wish a motherfucker would. Okay, because it would be home alone at home. Slipping and sliding, baby oil. All in the shower, honey. You better recognize. You ain't gonna be on my Christmas list, nigga. I get his ass a big ass box with nothing in it and wrap that, Brother Tucker. Okay, so another person says, I don't care for either of them. However, AL did provide timestamp receipts that prove that Wanda is lying. Another person says, Miss Wanda really thinks she's a star. Another person says, I don't listen to neither one of them. I'm on mutual grounds, but I don't believe the story that Wanda is speaking of. That's my opinion, and that's all. Another person says, Kiki has been vindicated. Another person says, I don't believe anything that Wanda says. Another person says, I think that individual blogger has an intense obsession with the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's talking about AL. He cannot help himself, and I think this blogger did what he did to gain followers on his social media page after he recorded footage of the event that he should not have attended at the time. Then this blogger turned this into his show. Okay. By posting on his social media with all his opinions and snide remarks and false claims. These self-appointed content creators are just liars and should be held accountable for their actions. Just my opinion. Another person says the blogger showed receipts of their text messages. They believed him when he did it to Kiki, but she doesn't want you people to believe him now. Child, a mess, honey. The people's did turn, against Miss Wanda. It looked like everybody is Team AL. Another person says, I'm confused. Anthony has a connection on this show. So he said, why do he need you to get on the show? Why would he want to be on the show? I am so confused at this point. Is Ariane Curry going to be on the show? Honey, they all trying to be on the show. Miss Wanda is desperate to be on the show, back on the show, right? We know Ariane want to be on the show. We know AL want to be on the show. So it's a mess. So another person says they don't want Miss Wanda on the show. I hope she's not on the show. I don't feel like being bothered with her ignorance, and I'm hoping her daughter would leave. They are all liars with their fake rich asses, but they allowed someone else to pay for Kiki's funeral. A whole bunch of fake liars. Ooh, what y'all think of that? Another person and another one said that Wanda and that blogger content creator are both trash. Their bad intentions are being exposed. She's lying as usual. It's hard to dispute text and voicemail messages. Ooh, child. He done took voicemail messages too? All right. Another person. When will they ever learn about AL? He's an opportunist and he's desperate to have affiliation with the show. Seriously, he's obsessed with it. And Wanda, you saw how he outed Kiki. What in the world would make you think he wouldn't do the same to you? Because she don't mess with Kiki. Okay? That's why she believed it. And she doesn't care. There's no sense of loyalty. Common sense tells you anyone he didn't drive for hours. Oh, okay. She wrote it the wrong way, baby. We gonna need some summer school up in this. Look, this brother Tucker. Okay? He didn't drive for hours just to get a nasty potato. Yeah, he came for something else. He didn't just come, baby, to patronize your business. He wanted some lights, camera, action. And if they wasn't going to give it to him, shit, he was going to take it. Okay? Somebody put, let's buy them all coloring books. Look, might as well. That's all one sentence. Might as well. Okay, everybody need a coloring book. Okay? Shit, a Barbie doll. Something. Get these people something, some highlights books. Y'all remember the highlights books? Oh. Honey, I can see Latifa right now failing her coloring book test, child. A mess. Get Destiny a coloring book on keeping her business open, honey. A mess. Let her color in the Madani, honey. Let her color the building, honey. That'll make her feel better. A mess. I don't need no damn coloring book, okay? Because unlike the rest of them, I'm self-made. I'm a good businesswoman. Absolutely. Ah, shut up, Heifer. Honey, that Miss Marlene, she loved interrupting Melody. You need to concentrate on passing the builder's license test for my boy. So ghetto, ghetto, a little bit hard. I don't need no damn coloring book. Get that shit out of my face. You remember that one episode? I gotta watch that again. When I tell you I was tickled, honey, when Miss Van cussed Latifa ass out because she put her hands on her. Get your hands off of me. I'm just trying to talk to you. Oh my God, Miss Van was so annoying. She was so annoying with Latifa. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, shout out to Miss Lawrence. You remember when he told somebody on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think he was with Sheree. He said, y'all just be laughing. Remember when he went to Sheree's house for that card game and that scammer guy came in there and Nene was like, don't I know you from somewhere? And the man, Taid, Dr. Taid, he got a degree online, honey. A mess. That episode was so funny, but I'll never forget Miss Lawrence. He was like, y'all just be laughing? That's what I be thinking about, honey, when I start laughing. Like, nigga just be laughing, honey. Woo! Woo! Oh, and real quick, I want to say something about Breakfast Club. I noticed that Lauren is now trying to be like team Jess hilarious, Jess not hilarious, honey. She talking about she don't like people turning, her and Jess against each other, saying they like her more and they don't like Jess. Girl, the truth is the truth, and the truth needs no proof. How you doing? You are more likable, and you just have to accept that. I don't feel like you need to. I don't think they need to keep talking about this. I think that, mark my words, I think that Jess is going to end up not being on the show because they only need 3 people. 4 is crowded. Lauren can do the job. Charlemagne, he's funny enough to cover up. He's funnier than Jess to me. So it's like, they both have something to offer, but I just feel like Lauren would be the better choice. I do. And I stand by what I said. Okay, I said what I said, and what I said ain't no bullshiggity. Okay, so real quick before we get to Latifa, I want to talk about this story with the comedian Monique. She's one of my favorite comedians. I went with one of my homegirls. Shout out to my girl Pam. We went to go see her. She was wonderful. But this thing with Tyler Perry and Oprah Mo, it's like, girl, let that shit go. Live your best life. Go on with your life. Sometimes you just not go get an apology. I'm with Monique, you guys. I am. I understand, how they did her. And, I wasn't a fan of what they did. Oprah, even though I'm a fan of her, Tyler, she had him on tape saying that she did nothing wrong. Remember, she told Oprah no to promoting the movie Precious. Was it overseas or something? She asked to bring her family with her, and they said they wasn't gonna pay for it. So, and I'm with Monique. I'm with Monique when it come to that, because they could be told no. You want to, when you a mother and you a wife, you want to spend some time with your man and your kids. So I get it. I was always team Monique. But it's like, damn, Tyler then spoke out on Angie Stone about how they took her money. And it's like, now you're making it about you and what happened to you. We know what happened to you. And let Angie's issue be separate. That was her issue, her gripe with the record company before she died. She had a serious gripe. So I feel like you should have been respectful, even in her death, to just let that stand on its own. And if Tyler want to comment and get the family money and, then just let that be that. But let's see what the people got to say about this. So one person says, yes, because there is a time and place for everything. Monique is trouble. So Monique loses nearly 1 million followers following the criticism of Tyler Perry's eulogy at Angie Stone's funeral. Another person says she just doesn't know when to shut up. Another person says maybe she should apologize to Tyler. He's the only one looking out for families when needed. Another person says she is never grateful. Monique always got to compare herself with other stars instead of being grateful for what she has. And yeah, you just made up with Lee Daniels. He put you, in a project. And it's just like, girl, you're kind of like, you're working. You won with the whole Netflix thing. You ended up having a special. It's like you got your way. You know what I'm saying? It took a long ass time, but it's just like, let that shit go, Monique, please. Another person says, I could tell that her husband is no good for her because he never checks her when she goes too far. Yeah, Sydney, put your foot down, baby. Okay, and say, girl, we didn't won. Okay? We didn't won. So yeah, I didn't like that. And I'm a big fan of Monique, and I'm gonna always be a fan. of Monique, and I'm gonna always support her because, you know, I felt like she was correct with that whole situation with Oprah and Tyler. Like, who the hell are they, you know, where they can't be told no? But you don't make Angie Stone, you know, you don't take the shine away from her. This lady just lost her life. Okay, and if he wants to speak up on her behalf, if he wants to help out, then let that be that. You know, I don't know. How y'all feel about that? Let a sister know. Let's get to Latifa, child. Oh, and R.I.P. to George Foreman, honey. I love your grills. Ooh. So rest in peace to him. He was a very great boxer. And I come from a family of boxers, okay? My brother's box, my dad, you know. He know what he doing in the boxing ring, honey, okay? So Latifa, I caught her talking about she wanted to focus on her tax papers, but she ended up having to fold laundry, cook for the kids, run and do this, run and do that. Girl, if you don't have them damn children cheering, okay, clean up after they in your case. Clean up after themselves, okay? Had them damn kids. They can fold clothes. Honey, she got 3 kids. My mother had 3 kids. My mother was the type of mother, honey, you better not ever say you bored, because she got a wall for your ass to wash. I used to be like, man, I'm bored. I used to be scared to come downstairs after that because it was like, you could wash the car. You could wash the dishes. Get that spot up. That spot been on that floor for 6 damn weeks. And I'm like, bitch, why you didn't pick it up then? What the hell wrong with you? Nah, I would never, say that to my mama face. My mama crazy, honey. I remember that bleach incident we had. I'm not going to get into it, though, but she crazy. Cray. But yeah, like, put the mother to work. That's what you got all that. My mother would have been like, shit, these my servants. My mother was horrible, you guys, when I was a kid, and then she got worse as an adult, because it would be like, can you run my friend Leroy to the liquor store? Because the other liquor stores ain't got the liquor that we want. Can you run him to the store? And don't let it be Thanksgiving. Could you go get the turkey, the ham, and then all the stuff that we gonna need for the dressing and the greens? Could you run and get all that stuff? Like, when I tell you she didn't miss a beat, she was not laughing. Like, it was just, girl, could you do like 8, 9, 10, 20 things? And it's like, girl, I don't even want to come to your house no more. Okay, I just want to sit my ass. I'm very, I'm lazy. Okay, I'll say it. I'm a hard worker, but then I need shit to be convenient for me. That's why I wear wigs. I ain't trying to sit up in nobody's chair. You know what I'm saying? While they taking all these damn breaks doing my damn hair. Okay? So that's why I don't even do that with the hairstylist. Because I'm quicker. That wig is quick. You just slide it on and then slide it right on off. Okay? If I want braids, slide it on. We want a straight wig, straight hair, put it on, and take that shit right on off. I live for convenience, god damn it. Okay? Shit. When I get my desserts, I don't even make desserts no more, honey. I get Patti LaBelle, peach cobbler, banana put. I'm not doing all that shit that the baby boomers, okay, the people that like to make shit from scratch. I'm not doing all that work. We not doing it. That shit can go like right in that microwave. For real. How we get on this? Listen. That's that ADHD, honey. Look at me, self-diagnosing, honey, like Amanda Seals, honey. Amanda Seals is my sign, though. She a Cancer. Okay? But, yeah, Latifa girl, didn't nobody ask you to marry that man? Didn't you say he your 4th child? So I can't feel sorry for you. Okay, bitch, where's the blueprint? Let's start using the words that you copy from mail. Let's start using that shit against you. Where is the blueprint? Why you not talking about this on a mommy business podcast? Okay, I wonder, is that coming back? Okay, where that been at? And I told y'all I still got one day. I may try to film it. I got one day to act like her and Miss Wanda with Shammy. We'll start out with Shammy. I just want to see if my own daughter will take me seriously. If I'm talking crazy. Okay? But yeah, Latifa says she all stressed out and worked up. Where is your husband? Okay? Where your husband? And Toya Bush Harris, you recently said, I'm talking about Toya from Married to Medicine. She recently said something like Letitia's relationship is further than Quad's because she's married. No. There is a such thing as being a single married woman. And Latifa, what's her name, Sweet Tea? She's single in a marriage. Okay, her partner just gets up and abandons her when she has an opinion. Latifa in the same marriage, okay, her words, not mine. She got to take care of her own kids. Marceau even said they her kids. Okay, so just because these people are married, that does not mean they are doing better than, that they are much further than anybody else that's single. Because you got a whole nigga over there, but you doing everything by your damn self. What is the point? What is the point of that man if he's not a good partner? Okay? I done been with men that know how to fix cars, that know how to cook, clean, like they are of some help. Okay? Those are the type of men you want, not these narcissists that think you're going to center the relationship and the whole marriage around them and what they want and their goals. And them types, they abandon their family. You got to damn near beg them to spend time with their own kids. Ain't that right, Latifa? Okay? And we saw Marceau doing them damn picnics at home. With you and them cheering. So stop playing with us, Latifa. But she talking about she's stressed out and she don't see how single moms do it. They make the shit work. And you got all that money you claim. So, girl, hire some help. Oh, Latifa started cussing, honey. She said, I'm about to stop stressing myself the fuck out over this. You over there working for Carlos King. He got all of y'all on a hamster wheel. Right after that reunion, y'all step into the next 2 seasons, honey, of the damn show. Don't even get to bat an eyelash. Shame, shame, shame. So, girl, between working for Carlos King, being Marceau's wife, shit, bitch, you about 12 years a slave. Okay, well, 16, because you've been married for 16 years. But yeah, that's what it's giving, sis. Okay, sometimes there are people around us, you guys, they think that we the help. We the slave. We supposed to, do all this and be, like running around, honey, just moving mountains, honey. Okay, to make shiggity happen. A mess. It look, couldn't be me, wouldn't be me. Because I told you, what you need, you over there living with a man. You're living with a man and you're stressed out. So that's the number one problem. And that's why I told y'all, when I was, seeing my niggas, I see them on the weekends. Okay? Because I know the headache that they can be. Okay? That way I got my check and a fresh wig. How you doing? Shit, I'm in a better mood. But yeah, you do need space in a marriage and a relationship. You do, or y'all gonna break up. Okay, so yeah, you gotta get away from the brother Tucker that you with every now and then. There are some people you can be with. There are couples that can be with each other all the time. That person, though, has to be your equal and they have to be helpful. But most brother Tuckers ain't gonna be that way. So you're gonna have to You gonna have to reorganize some things, honey. And I can't take her serious because she complaining, but then she's saying, yeah, and I'm gonna do everything one step at a time. But then why are you complaining? Do you understand the words that's coming out of your own mouth? Okay? Like, that's why I just can't take copy and paste serious. Yes, copy and paste, that's her name. Girl, bye. Go and ask Melody what's the blueprint. Because she got 4 kids. And look, from what I know, Melody is single. So, and doing everything on her own. So, girl. But no, you wanted to take Melody's spot. You didn't want her and Martell to be the power couple. Let's see what the people got to say about Latifa. One person says she should have set this one out. Girl, please. If you can and you have the funds and you claim that you do, you need to hire a housekeeper. Your kids are old enough to wash and clean their spaces. Where's Marceau? It's called a team. Another person says, I thought the whole point of being married was having someone to help with these things. People be married just for these titles. Not everybody, but some people like Latifa, it's like another degree. It just makes her look better on paper. That's how she views it. Okay? Another person says Marceau must be gaslighting her about not being able to do it all. Who is she talking to? Another person says the rich wife didn't think to hire an assistant. To assist with what? Shit. And then we see on the show, this bitch don't know if she coming or going. Okay, it's like she got some type of cognitive dissonance. Didn't she say on the damn show that she didn't want to be a boss no more? She was going to be a stay-at-home mom? Like, what? Like, you don't speak with integrity. You never stick by what you say you go do. We can't take you serious. You or your mother. Y'all can't halfway, y'all can't even say the right words, honey, at the right times with the correct spelling. I can't take you serious. Another person says, if Miss Letitia Scott cannot handle a house, how can she endure a business or making of an enterprise? I call it a bunch of crap. She should consider getting a lazy mom t-shirt. Ooh, don't let Monique Samuel see this, honey. Not for lazy moms. She was another one, though, over there doing everything. He was paying, though. Got to give Chris that. I don't think that Marceau is sending her out on nice vacations. Chris looked like he could keep a coin, and he didn't mind spending a coin. Okay? So another person says she's not wise enough to prioritize or schedule daily tasks effectively because she hasn't created a team to operate smoothly and fill in the void. Success requires a team most times. Better tell her management life skills requires a upgrade. Learn to delegate. Another person says Mel never said that she did not have help. Exactly. But them kids should know how to cook their meals, put stuff in the washer, in the dryer. And if they don't, girl, you just teach them. Shit. Honey, my mother would see them kids and be like, shit, I can have one wash the car, make dinner. My mother would have a field day with them children. Another person says, I had twins, I worked, I was in college as well, I cooked, cleaned, and took care of my babies. It's called prioritizing. Also, my husband and family were very helpful. Girl, bye. Bye, Latifa. You got a thought so brand new. Yes, I do. And on that note, I'm out. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.